Hello everyone, welcome to PassionWaterTarot. This is not the usual generalized tarot reading that I do per usually individual zodiac signs. Sun, rising, moon, Venus. Hold on. Spirit's already talking to me. I'm going to talk about these two cards. But first I want to tell you this is Missing Person Monday. I've received messages and comments here on YouTube, and I've received many emails requested an updated intuitive reading regarding Summer Wells, who went missing on June the 15th of this year, 2021, from her home in Tennessee. I can rehash the whole story, the whole timeline. It'll do you wonderful to actually read news articles. There's lots of controversial things on the internet regarding the disappearance of Summer Wells. A lot of accusations, a lot of accusing, a lot of theories, a lot of jumping to conclusions. Well, I've already asked Spirit twice for answers, and I want to ask Spirit more questions today with this update. But the first two cards that fell out as I started shuffling, it's the Four of Pentacles, and you can see all the confusion. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles. Everything's about the Pentacles, stabilizing the situation, bringing a balance to this situation, acquiring a conclusion. I'm sorry, but this confusion here, this is not just confusion. It's false allegations, outright false allegations. People talking out of school is the old term for it, where they just wanted to make themselves look good and wanted to make somebody else look bad. A lot of that has happened in this case, and it really slowed down the efforts. It really caused complications for the truth to prevail, to have a conclusion over what happened. But let's get back to shuffling, and let's ask Holy Spirit, Spirit Guide, angels and ancestors to come into this reading with love and light, to provide the highest level of clarity to those receiving messages, and ask that chakras be allowed to be open so that messages are received with ease. Okay, so with Summer, this gorgeous little 5-year-old girl, okay, her lifestyle was very different. The lifestyle her family presented for her to live in was very different than a lot of people. A lot of people, okay? I mean, there's different lifestyles, there's different ways of doing things. My lifestyle is absolutely not ordinary. I mean, I'm a grandma, right? I'm raising 2 grandsons that are teenagers. Nobody will ever grab my boys. They're so big. They look like the linebackers. Nobody wants to go to that trouble. And that is actually pretty prevalent, that if it's a stranger abduction, they don't want to go to the trouble of taking a larger human that could possibly protect themselves. or at least put up a heck of a fight. Although they do take adults, but usually they find them in vulnerable situations. But let's move on with Summer. So they were out that day, and her and her mom, Candace, taking Grandma Candace, or known as Candy, I believe, to the hospital. And then they went by an old friend's house. A kid, I'll call him H. His name is out there everywhere. But then they went to the lake. Then there was a picture that everybody wanted to make accusations about, of her in the backseat of the car. Let me tell you, I'm a nurse, 25 years in the state of Texas, and her lips are pink. If you've ever seen a person deceased before they're taken to the morgue and ultimately taken to a funeral home, they don't have pretty pink lips. They're very blue. And the tissue around the lips is very blue. And their fingernail beds turn very blue due to no circulation of oxygen going through their body. So, as a licensed professional, I will tell you she was alive in that picture. You come to your own conclusion. But please take into account that that snap was taken from a video. Okay? And that's like a 1 second, 2 second video. And they made a still out of it. Okay? Why was she in the middle of summer in long sleeves? Because she had just been swimming. Little skinny girl in the water. Yeah. It's Tennessee. This is not California or Florida, folks. This isn't Texas. It's not 100 degrees there every day for weeks to heat up that water. The water is cool. My boys love going swimming in those cold streams. We have one up in Oklahoma, because we live in Oklahoma now. So we go up to one, Chickasaw National Recreational Area, at this place called Little Niagara. If I could show you some pictures, we're leaving that place. It's 100 degrees out, and they're in hoodies because they've been in that cold water, and now they're chilled to the bone. And these are 200 and 250 pound teenagers, and they're still chilled to the bone. Okay, so they leave there. They go by a store after they leave the lake. Then they pull up at H's house again, where H's mother really does not want anything to do with Candace. She is holding on to her anger. Okay, people do that. Sometimes they do it for protection. Sometimes they do it out of animosity. And considering how much her and H have changed their stories, I'm going to go with animosity. But I wasn't there, and I can't say that. And really, I'm not going to ask Spirit about it. I might. Anyways, they go home, and a short time later, Grandma Candy, wants to plant succulents. So Candace gets Summer to come help. And Summer even put some of her little toy figures in the pots. And then this is when things become uncomfortable. Because at that point, suddenly, after getting a piece of candy from Grandma, Summer wants to go back to the house. Now, it's just across the little driveway. It's not far. And Candace walks her over there and sees her go in the door. And tells the boys to watch her. Keep an eye on her. She's going to go help Grandma fix her leg brace, her knee brace, real quick. That only takes a couple of minutes. So it was somewhere, time is fluid. We all have our own perceptions. What you think is 2 minutes really was 10 minutes. Or what you think was 10 minutes was really 2 minutes. It depends on the stress, if you're having fun doing what you're doing. If you're having a lot of fun, time flies around you. Literally just speeds past you. If you're having to do things that are mundane, that you're not interested in doing, time will drag. So somewhere between 2 and 10 minutes, Candace goes back to the house. And she calls out for Summer. Summer doesn't answer her. So she makes her way down this really awkward staircase to the basement, because that's where Candace and Dawn's bedroom is, and then the bedroom for Summer and one of her brothers, because she has 3 brothers. 2 are living on the 2nd floor of the home, and the other brother is sharing a room with Summer in the basement. Candace says at that point she couldn't find Summer in the house. And she went outside to call for her and look for her. And she couldn't find her outside. And she called Dawn. And Dawn told her to call the police, the Hawkins County Sheriff's Department. And she did. And so did Dawn. Now, we've not heard the 911 call. They haven't been released because they are a part of an active investigation. So you're not going to hear them. Not until the investigation is over and there's a conclusion. Unless a judge makes a ruling otherwise. It took about 30 minutes for the sheriff's office to get out there. Candace had drove up and down the main road looking for Summer. Dawn rushes home looking for Summer. And one thing I noticed on a video, I won't say which creator went to the property, but the day before, and for several days before, Summer went missing. There was workmen close to the house. A group of them. They were trimming trees. And it was very visible from the property. Very visible, just a few feet outside the back door of the house. where these people had been. Sorry, I turned around if my voice changed. I could hear a popping. It's my cat up on a counter that he's not supposed to be on. But anyways, very visible. They would have been able to hear and see things on the property for those few days that they were down there working. You know, it's really rough terrain. I'm going to stress that out. This is very rough terrain. Don't ask about searches. They've done so many. They've brought in cadaver dogs. They've brought in dogs to just go for summer scent. They have brought in search and rescue teams who have walked and walked and walked, looking for any evidence. The house has been ransacked and searched more than once. Yes, more than once. At least 3 occasions the house has been searched for any evidence that something malicious took place on the property in the house 2 summers. The shed in the video. The police will tell you they searched it. It's actually in an article. Some of these creators like to create controversy. Those are not my friends. Some people may believe that I create controversy, but I tell you the facts, and then I ask Spirit for guidance. That's what I do. I'm not trying to create any controversy, nor do I accept, request any money or any monetary gain for any of these missing person readings whatsoever. I do not attempt to go real life unless I'm contacted. If somebody wishes to contact me and they have something going on, I'll be happy to ask Spirit, can I do a reading for them? But it's a gift. It's a gift from Spirit in an effort to find out how, who, what, when, where, why. Possibly trigger a memory, something somebody saw but just blew off at the time, something somebody heard that they discredited temporarily, and it needs to be brought to the forefront again in order to break this case wide open. Now, I wasn't feeling good about doing this reading. Now I feel good about it. Now I feel like Spirit is coming through and Spirit is on board with this reading. It wasn't, when I wasn't feeling good about it, it wasn't that Spirit didn't want the reading done. It was that I felt like too many people were trying to simply benefit from this tragic horror situation with this missing 5-year-old little girl. And they're coming up with theories and accusations, leading people down paths that are false, intentionally for their benefit, not for Summers. They're not keeping Summer at the center. That's the most important thing. Where is Summer? Let's bring her home. She's been gone since June 15th, July, August, September. Wow. 2 months, 3 weeks, she's been gone. If she's by herself, no. I have to admit, she's no longer with us. Because she, as a 5-year-old, would not be able to locate the resources needed to survive day-to-day life for this extended period of time. And if somebody else has taken her, unless this person saw themselves as rescuing her and wanting to raise her, they most likely would not keep her around very long. So I've only shuffled one deck of cards, but let's ask Spirit for information. Okay? Let's get into this reading. Holy Spirit, Spirit God, angels and ancestors, what would you like to reveal to us for this reading regarding Summer Wells? Thank you for all messages forthcoming. What say ye? First card out. Woo. You already told me that, Spirit. You told me that in the first reading. You told me that in the second reading. That's the Six of Cups. It's somebody she already knew. It's somebody she was familiar with. It was somebody she felt safe with. Somebody who had gained Little Summer's trust. What other information can you tell us, Spirit, regarding Summer Wells' disappearance, June 15th, 2021? Thank you for all messages forthcoming. What say ye? Page of Swords. Page of Swords in the upright. Wow. See all those clouds? This person wants to give out this perception that they're innocent. They're so innocent. They haven't done anything wrong. But you see that sword? They have a secret. You see that red blouse on that female in the picture? A false flag. This person is not who they're saying they are. And I'm not saying they've stolen somebody's identity. No. What I'm saying is, this person is saying, I'm a good person. I do this and I do that and I do this and I help the needy. And they do. But they have a motive behind it. There's a method to their madness. They're not doing it from their heart because their heart holds that secret, that sword going there, covered up by that false flag. Whew. Three of Wands in reverse. They want to go away. They want to go and find a new victim. Wow. They're ready to start looking for their next victim. Who can they take advantage of next? Spirit, is Summer the first person that this person has taken advantage of? Queen of Cups in reverse? No. Nope, nope, nope. They're experienced. The Queen of Cups is a very experienced energy. This Queen of Cups has sharpened their skills. They don't get tongue-tied when grooming their next victim. Or, yeah, they don't get tongue-tied when being questioned by the police either. This person has studied. Do you see how that Queen is studying that cup? That's this person. They have studied their methods. And they play a role. And that's what it is. They're playing a role. They're like an actor. Is there any other messages, Spirit, regarding Summer Wells that you would like to reveal for this reading? Is this the person that took Summer? Wow. 10 of Pentacles. Surrounded by family, friends, soulmate, soul tribe, loyalty, love, and abundance. Okay. That's Summer's home. That's the way she saw her home. She was a happy little girl. Looking for her next thing to laugh and joke and play and dance about. And the Knight of Pentacles, this person came towards her with an offer. Come with me, Summer. We're going to do such and such. What were they going to do? What was this person offering Summer? What offer did they bring to Summer? How did they convince Summer to leave out of the house, out of the basement, out of the yard with them? By the way, the scent dogs, when they were there, followed down what's called a dog trail, and it ended at the street. One can assume that at that point there was a waiting vehicle, because Summer's scent vanished. What offer did this predator come towards her with? The Eight of Swords. Let's trick your mama. Let's trick them all. Let's give them the idea that you're not here. That was the person's offer. Let's play a trick on them. It was a game. This person came towards Summer with a game. And being the loving, fun-loving child that she was, or is, she took the path. Did this person take Summer from the basement, Spirit? Did this person take Summer from the yard? Had Summer gone outside without anyone knowing? We have 3 cards. The Ace of Swords in reverse. I need more card space. The 5 of Cups in reverse. And the 2 of Cups in reverse. Absolutely, this person lied. They were deceptive. They did not want her to see the truth. They wanted to isolate. You see all this radiance around this one? Isolate. Take away. Remove from what she was accustomed to. To take her power. Five of Cups in reverse. He questioned. And I keep saying he. The Spirit's telling me he. But it can very well be a she and just have a masculine energy. They felt bad for what they did. But not so bad enough not to walk away. They absolutely don't want to be caught. And the 2 of Cups in reverse. They had a fantasy. Their fantasy. I need to know what that fantasy is. Spirit, can you tell me about the fantasy of this perpetrator, of this person that harmed her? They had thought it over. They planned it out. This was not spontaneous. Wow. They really planned it out. Page of Swords. Yeah. Second time Page of Swords is out. This person really doesn't want anybody to know who they are on the inside. They don't want their true colors to come out. They know that people will think of them very differently than they do now. Was this person waiting inside Summer's home for an opportunity to harm or take one of the children? Specifically, Summer. We have flippers. How many? 3. So we have Judgment. They made a decision. They thought that would be the best thing to do. Let me get there when nobody else is there, or at least when no adults are there. Let me sneak in. I've tried to do it before, but I couldn't because I got caught, and I had to explain what I was doing in the area. I was seen by somebody before. The Hierophant in reverse. This is I'm going to ask Spirit to allow Summer's energy into the reading, because right now I'm picking up this perpetrator so much. This is them feeling as though they don't feel that they're invincible, but they don't feel like they'll ever get caught. That the evidence will never come forward to show what they did. I want all these cards kind of stacked up together. I want more. Holy Spirit, Spirit God, angels and ancestors, can you reveal where Summer is at this time? The moon in reverse. Things are coming to light. There's things being done behind the scenes. Many things that us as Joe Q public don't know. That detectives and investigators are working diligently on. And, you know, they go around, they sneak around to collect information so that it doesn't alert a perpetrator. Alright? Now, the DNA is a great thing too, and that would be very helpful once Summer is located. The Hermit. There will be enlightenment. There's information that is coming through Hawkins County Sheriff's Department to FBI. But this is that person leading authorities to Summer. Is Summer alive, Spirit? I'm sorry. That's so direct. But that we really need to know. Is Summer alive, or is she in the 5G now? Alright, we have a storybook. You know, I take what Spirit gives me. So, 3 of Pentacles. A committed bond between very like-minded individuals. Based on self-respect, based on self-love, based on somebody else knows. Oh my goodness. Somebody else knows. And their heart can't take it. This person, somebody has felt the energy, the true energy of this perpetrator. And it's wearing on them night and day. Night and day, night and day. And their heart can't take it. Their heart is busting. They can't take it. That's why there's 3 in there. Summer, the perpetrator, and the person who now knows this person had a hand in this. The devil. Alright. Don't jump to conclusions. There's nothing to say that it was a stranger, but there's nothing to say anybody in the family did anything. There's also nothing to say that she was completely alone. Especially whenever her scent just disappears at the road when the search dogs are there. That usually means that somebody was placed in a moving vehicle of some sort. But with this devil, it usually shows things are holding you back. Alcoholism, drug addiction, porn, lying, stealing, cheating, deceit, deception, mental illness, jealousy, the whole spectrum of things that are obstacles for you. And this person who now is got a whiff of this person's true being, sees the obstacle, sees that something very bad happened, very unexpected happened, and that the perpetrator ran away then. And they were in an in and out energy. I got in, I got what I wanted, I did what I wanted, and I got out. And nobody can track me now. They know that this person's on the run. They want to remove the confusion, the Seven of Cups in reverse. They are going to talk to authorities. Even though they question, do they have any real evidence to help? Well, what they have is prevalent. Please speak up if you're watching this reading. Please speak up. Call the FBI. You may just hold that little bitty piece that's going to blow it wide open. And then things are going to go in your favor. And things are going to start going the way they should for you. And in this case, it's going to open the door. It's going to expedite the conclusion. Full of hope. It's going to put, it's not a cold case, but it's going to put much needed energy back into this case. Four of Cups. It's going to help them eliminate certain suspects so that they can stop wasting precious resources in directions that are really non-existent. Okay? Wow. You know, I said a while ago, I'm a man. The Queen of Swords is in reverse. Usually that means it's a masculine energy. I did say it could still be a woman that has masculine energies. But this Queen of Swords, this person who thinks very highly of themselves, by the way, and they want others to think very highly of them too, that they're basically beyond reproach. It's going to be exposed, revealed. See, the clouds are down below, and they're revealed. They're shown up here. Whew. I have some more questions, okay? First off, I'm going to ask for, because everybody wants to know, Spirit, for Summer's parents, or grandmother, or brothers, or any other family member involved in her disappearance, did they have a hand in her disappearance, Spirit? I'm taking those two. We have the Queen of Pentacles is in reverse. Mama! Nope, not Mama. Mama's in reverse. Mama don't even know what to do. Mama don't know what to think. Mama still doesn't feel as though she can breathe easy. Pentacles is about stability and groundedness, and she absolutely has none still. Especially after losing the 3 boys because of what they're calling an unsafe environment. And I read a newspaper article right there in that area that stated that many feel like, because the families get death threats because there's so many people that are imbalanced and think that they know what happened. So they literally are sending death threats to this family in turmoil. Even though there's no evidence there, they've searched the house over and over again, they've searched the shed, they've searched the property, they've done the timelines. So if you're watching this and you have participated in these death threats, please stop. Please stop. When if they need a death threat, trust me, if they're guilty, they get to prison, they gonna get plenty of them. Trust me. There's too many mamas and daddies and they're missing their kids because of the mistake they made. But anyways, next card. Chariot in reverse. Wow, does that not look like Dawn in some ways? Yeah, mom and dad, no. Dad don't even feel like he can take a step forward without another thought of his little girl. Yeah. Both these parents are having hard times. You know, they were both recovering addicts. And I have no proof. I've seen comments online where both of them have fell off the wagon and then jumped back on it. And I don't find that unbelievable, because when you are an addict and you're fighting for your sobriety, I don't care how long you're clean, you fight for it every day. And under these extreme circumstances, that fight would be horrendous. This says no to mom and dad. Let's ask again. Let's ask about grandma and the boys. I can't imagine grandma, who can barely get around, hurting Summer. Are them boys, like most boys that age, their eyes don't move from the TV or the YouTube channel or from the Xbox, right? So did grandma or the boys or any other family member have anything to do with the disappearance of Summer? I have one card, grandma. Even though it's a male in the picture, it's grandma. That's an 8 of Pentacles. That's somebody advanced in age. They have a lot of stability around them as far as, you know, they've been around the block a few times. And it shows that she was just taking care of her own business when this happened. You know, the knee is very prominent here in the picture, and it looks exaggerated in size. And it's red, like it's inflamed. the red stocking over the leg. I understand that she was having to take pain medicines and she was having to seek treatment for that knee. What about the brothers? Did any of Summer's brothers have anything to do with her disappearance spirit? Two of Pentacles. Nope. They were in their own world. Yeah, they were. I love it, Spirit. Thanks, Spirit. That's what I said just a minute ago, Spirit. You see this character in this picture is staring at the world globe with a wand in his hand, a rod. You know, that's like the game controller or the remote control, and that's the tube they were staring at. They couldn't get any more innocent in this situation. No, I didn't. I did ask, but I didn't get an answer. So we're going to ask again. Was there a person waiting in the house, on the property, down the slope of the property for Summer? Seven of Cups in reverse. And the King of Wands. Okay, so our perpetrator. I feel that they are an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius. If they are not, they have it strong in their chart. This is a very easily agitated and aggravated person, although they don't want that part of them to be seen. You see that veil? They were hiding. They were hiding. You see the staircase behind her? The railing? They were waiting in the basement. For their opportunity to cause this destruction. And we already know things are happening behind the scenes. We already know this perpetrator is going to be caught, and this person will guide them to where Summer is now. But I'm going to ask Spirit to clarify the Seven of Cups in reverse and the King of Wands. Who this person really does not want, wow, anyone to see who they truly are. And they feel that they are entitled. That's a strong word, but they really feel that way. That they're allowed to lash out. They were trying to satisfy themselves. I don't like this part of the reading. Because getting into their head, I really don't give a shit if this person thought kidnapping a kid was going to satisfy them. Excuse my language. What about Summer, Spirit? What is her energy like now? Can you reveal to us any information about Summer's energy now? Where she's located? Is she still alive? Thank you for all messages forthcoming. What say ye? Hi, Summer. Alright. King of Pentacles, feeling very abundant, surrounded with stability and groundedness now. Very happy, very abundant, clothed in riches. This little girl, like how do you say that, the small things in life. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Not focused on what went wrong. Not focused on things that did not happen. Not focused on things that did not come to fruition. Her energy is moving forward. In other words, she didn't focus on that. You know, she was 5 years old. She didn't focus on the hard times because she didn't know any different. To her, that was normal. But then the tower hit. That tower was this perpetrator who was hiding in the basement, as the cards have revealed. And it changed her whole entire world. Ten of Cups. Happy house, happy spouse. 2.5 kids. White picket fence. This perpetrator promised good times. Well, the problem is what they considered good times was not what ended up being the truth. So we go from, dang, the Ten of Cups in the upright to the Ten of Cups in reverse. They did not keep their promises to Little Summer. Instead, they brought harshness to her and separated her from those that she loved and those she was comfortable with under false pretenses. They were very deceptive, and they caused a great amount of disruption. The Knight of Cups. Then, wow. You know, this part of the reading is like Summer talking to me through spirit. Summer says, the perpetrator apologized. The Knight of Cups. And gave her a gift. Apologized. Made some promises or gave her a gift. Spirit is guiding me that he gave her a gift. That he left something with her. Then there were some massive changes in her energy. There's blood dripping into a cup. There's an eye open, seeing what happened. unbelieving, draining. This cup is draining. This one is collecting blood. The Spirit is sending this energy through in this part of the reading that's leading me down the path that Summer's no longer with us. So I'm going to ask for clarifiers for this part of the reading. I want Summer to be alive. As long as she's not being tortured every day. Endlessly. The King of Swords is in reverse. Yeah, this person did not want their identity revealed. They went to extremes to hide what they did. They went to extremes to hide who they are. They're not balanced. This is not a balanced individual. Wow, look at that. Falling on the same place as the Tower again. Yeah. And don't be surprised if this person has a public meltdown in the future. What other clarifiers do you have, Spirit, for this part of the reading? Please tell Summer that we all love her. And even though most of us never met her, we miss her. We appreciate her beauty, her inspiration, how smart she is. The King of Wands is in reverse. Yeah, this person, everything's falling over here at the end. And the world, yeah. Their world's about to collapse. The Perpetrator is under scrutiny. If they're not already well aware that they're under scrutiny, they are. They're under scrutiny. So what's the most likely outcome of this reading? Page of Pentacles. Somebody's going to speak up. Somebody somewhere knows something. And they don't think it's anything. It's very time sensitive, which means it's going to happen in the next few weeks. They really don't think it's anything. But it's so valuable, it's cracking this case wide open. Like an ostrich egg. And it's clarified by the Page of Wands in reverse. Really? So, somebody else is going to get mad at them. When they give their little message to the FBI, to the Hawkins County Sheriff's Department, somebody's going to... Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay. Well, the investigators are going to be a little bit upset that they didn't speak up sooner. They're going to be like, why didn't you come forward? Why didn't you tell what you knew? This information, we could have taken care of this weeks ago. If we had this little tidbit of information. But things are going to pop open real soon. All because of a message. This is time sensitive. A page is about a message. And it's a message that's going to bring stability and balance to this situation. Oh. Okay. And Spirit's telling me, I've already told you where she's at. And I saw it in this card again when it came up, but I didn't talk on it. Let me talk on it. Evidence pertinent to this case is buried. I'm not saying this is where Summer Wells lived, but there is an area close by that kind of looks like these little hills, not true mountaintops, little hills, and there's a valley between them. And in that valley, there's a little section where some flowers grow. Okay? And that's where the evidence is going to be located. Where Summer's energy could feel the warmth of the sun and smell the scent from the flowers, if an energy could smell. It's off of a road. It's not a beaten path. Is it private property? Yes, it is. Does the owner know that somebody's been there? I don't know. Let's ask that question. Spirit, where this evidence is, whether it's something to do with taking Summer, evidence of Summer, where it's located, does the owner of the property know that this has been buried there? It's not real deep, by the way. It's fairly shallow. We have the Four of Wands in reverse and the Queen of Wands in reverse. Wow! So no, the owner doesn't know. It's a relative of the owner that went on the property. A relative, a close friend, a soul tribe member, a trusted person. It would definitely cause problems and make them look at them very differently. And once again, we have the Queen over here, which usually means a male energy. And this would be that they would be thinking very badly of this person, which they should if they find that this person has buried evidence regarding Summer's disappearance on their property. So it's a known location to this group of people. So Holy Spirit, Spirit God, angels and ancestors. From Spirit, Spirit God, angels and ancestors, and Summer. Please provide all those invested in this reading a Romance Angel Oracle card for comfort, support, and guidance. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. That's hard. I understand, Spirit. That's really hard because the reading is saying that most likely she's not with us anymore. And Spirit is needing all those invested to take back control of their life, that they've given it up for way too long. And let Spirit take over to guiding and influencing the powers that be that are running the investigation to bring the truth forward to bring a conclusion. So also, from Spirit, Spirit Guide, Angels and Ancestors, and Summer Wells, please provide an Archangel Oracle card for support, guidance to anyone invested in this reading. Clairsentience, Archangel Raquel. Notice your reoccurring physical and emotional feelings as they signify divine guidance. Yes. And Spirit telling me this is really big for investigators, detectives, police officers, and for searchers. They still do searches. They're very scaled back, but they still do searches. When you get that ping in your gut, that spirit, follow it. It's going to guide you where you need to go. You're going to know the person that is not letting you on their property, or the person who's limiting you to what you can see on their property, the person that is standing there really wanting to tell you something. You're going to know that there's more. And that if you'll look around really closely, spirits, if the door didn't open, a window will. So one last card of advice for everybody invested in this reading, invested in Summer Wells' case and Disappearance from June 15th, 2021, from Holy Spirit, Spirit Guide, Angels, and Ancestors. Wow. Okay. Well, Spirit, if there's one thing I can tell you people, and most of you who will watch this, you're either my regular subscribers or you are following the case, okay? Regular subscribers already know this. These cards can't lie. Uncovering treasure. Beneath the surface lies great bounty. Yes, uncovering treasure. Look beneath the surface in your life, and you'll find treasure. Bounty is awaiting you in many forms. The secret is knowing that you deserve is and are worth. I didn't read that right. Sorry. The secret is knowing that you deserve it and are worthy of it. Something that you thought was ordinary would turn out to be extraordinary. Yeah, something you thought was little really wasn't going to matter to a pile of beans turns monumental. Take a second to look at the people. Look at the people in the situations in your life. Sometimes receiving treasure is simply a matter of seeing life in a new way. Seeing the forest despite the trees. Not just falling for what somebody wants you to believe about them. Actually looking beyond the surface. The treasure was always there. You just didn't see it. So the area where this evidence is located, Spirit's already telling me, has been searched. But the evidence of The evidence of where it's buried was concealed. Branches, leaves, it needs to be looked at again. I'm sending all my love and light to everybody invested in this case. All the naysayers, everybody. All the detectives and investigators. Everybody. Those people who are absolutely consumed that the family did something. And those who, I mean, there's so many theories. It's unbelievable. But I want you all to know that my heart bleeds for each and every one of you. And my heart bleeds for Summer. But she needs to come home. We need to bring Summer home. The truth needs to be revealed. We need to uncover treasure. We need to locate the evidence that is hidden from the plain sight of what really occurred that day. I ask you all to say a prayer of comfort and support to each other, to the family, friends, and to those 3 little boys whose life has been devastated. Everything they knew has been altered. Are they happy with their new life? I don't know. You don't know. They may be absolutely miserable, and they may be with a horrid foster family. But then again, they may be with an amazing family and be happy as little larks. But please take into consideration that at some point, those 3 little boys are going to grow up. And if they have their phones now, I don't know that they each had a phone, but whenever they each have a phone, they'll be able to do Google searches. Please be mindful of what you say. Because I'll tell you from experience of losing a sibling whenever she was 6 years old and I was 8. When she wandered away from our house as the sun set and was later discovered drowned by accident. That happened 48 years ago. And I still live with it every day of my life. And these boys will live with this every day of their life. And there'll be many times whenever they just Google Summer Wells. It's a very traumatic event, even whenever it's the inner circle of young children. Be very mindful of what you write. They'll be reading it. I promise you they're going to read them later on in life. So, once again, I send you all my love and light. I'll get off my soapbox. And I'll see you all soon with your next weekly readings. Namaste.